Press start.
Okay.
So, apparently you just can't touch those at all.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're right. You do have to use that ladder.
You have to use
above.
the ladder. You have to use the ladder, and then
you have to get
and then
out
you
of
may
it.
have to have enough time to
Just fall
get
off
out.
of the platform.
Or fall off of the platform. Yeah. Okay.
You can do this. This level's not that hard. I think as long as you stay calm, you got this.
These things, I don't even know what these bullets do.
I don't know,
But I'm just gonna
would rather not.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they just push you. Remember, just the. Yeah.
Ha! Hup, hup, hup.
Look at that. Contributed my 1% to the game.
Perfect. All right, we're back.
The switch.
First is
The
going to be the
first one's
lower
the
one.
low.
Yeah.
They make you kind of round about it.
Well, it's to show you the level before you.
Yeah.
I wonder if though.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, you can, but that's right. This one it shuts off your
Yeah, it shuts off the
your
thing
pad.
up there.
Yeah.
I
So-
would wait for it to go
I
back
gotta,
and wait for it to
I gotta
reset.
get all the way back. Rats.
God, that's. Okay, so you're gonna have to take that ladder down to it
Yep.
and then hop off.
Take the ladder down and either hop off or take the ladder back up.
Yeah, I'm.
Why are you not grabbing?
Yeah, I almost wonder if you can't just hop off of it. Like,
Yeah.
if I wonder if.
It looks like
Those kill you.
That's what I'm almost. You know what? I'm gonna try to just take the ladder.
Okay.
All right, count me out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, perfect.
Now you have to go up.
Now you just have to get out.
And they stay open.
Perfect. That's huge, actually.
Then it reset it and just
That it just kicks it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is nice. Hopefully this is just it.
We'll see. We'll
Hold
see.
on.
Don't celebrate yet.
You have managed to retrieve the mirrored crystal. Congratulations, Hawk.
That's gotta be it.
Be it. Be it, you stupid piece of shit.
Hit the button. I don't know if it's.
Is it doing anything?
It's waiting for him.
Congratulations! The gold machine has been totally destroyed together with the alchemy project. You may have saved the economic fate of the whole fucking world, Hawk.
Stakes have never been lower.
Hit the button.
We're sixth! You suck!
I got a game over.
Rob!
Who the fuck is Rob? Oh, maybe it's Rob the robot. I'm okay with Rob being first.
Well, put in Power Trip.
Put PWR in.
PTG.
There
Okay.
you go, baby boy.
P. Oh, you can't go down. Okay, you have to cycle through all of them. P T G, baby.
Boom.
72.
Well, you're gonna hit the button to end it. Maybe there's an end screen past it.
There isn't.
Hudson fucking Hawk, dude. In the bank. Nice
job, Paul.
fucking job.
Oh my god.
2 hours and 31 minutes. I'm just gonna say 2 hours 30.
It's a little bit longer than the 8.5 minute world record. I admit,
I admit.
but
Game
I'm just
two,
glad. I'm just glad it's.
56.
I'm glad it's done.
Hudson Hawk.
Oh my god.
What time did I say? 2 hours, 2.5.
2:30,
Wow.
roughly.
Michael, thank you for the recommendation.
Michael,
Can't say that. I can't say that.
Honestly,
thank you, but
I mean,
man, that was a jerk thing to do.
Thank you for talking to us, but terrible recommendation.
Well, hopefully we gave you the experience that you thought that it was going to give us, because it was
The glitchy,
it was glitchy. There was a couple of deaths that were
the falling through the floor and getting stuck was
Yep,
awesome.
that was interesting.
Getting stuck in a wall was awesome.
Getting pixelated to death was fun.
I can't believe that
wow.
happened.
And some of the mechanics are just really frustrating in this game.
this. Wow.
Yeah.
Just.
And you played enough of it that you know the
Oh.
mechanics, you know everything, so
Honestly, I could beat this game right now. I think. I think I could play. Watching
I
you
think
play
so.
through it, I think I
so.
could pull this off.
And I think if I played this again, I could probably get through it
Yeah.
much quicker.
It's yeah.
And actually, to my defense, because we we died at one point, so I mean, technically only half the gameplay is actually the go through, I guess.
Oh yeah, I would say
It didn't take us the full 2 hours.
I would say
all the continues.
from beginning to end, maybe a half hour,
It's a 30-minute game. Yeah.
if that.
It's funny. The levels, I think level 1 is super long. Level 2
is confusing.
is confusing, but it's a little teensy bit shorter than the first level.
See, I thought level 2 was longer than
Well,
the
maybe it
first.
was. And then level 3 was just super short.
Oh yeah,
Super short.
It's almost like they ran out of ideas for the third level.
Yeah.
because it was just straight up, and then there wasn't even anything to fight in the boss room.
Oh, that's right.
which
There
is
wasn't even a
weird.
maze. That's
No.
right. The second level was going to be a maze. Yeah.
So it's like the third level almost felt like they knew the second level was the meat and potatoes of the game.
Yeah.
Here's sort of a reprieve, because like they
Yeah.
could have been real assholes.
They could have been real dicks about
and make
that.
it to where if you fell off from the bottom of the screen, that's dead.
That's either death or
Yes.
put like enemies, or for heaven's sakes, put those balls circling you as you're trying to get the final piece, as you're
Yeah.
trying to get that mirror crystal.
Don't get
Anything
ideas.
that could bounce you around.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they were extremely forgiving in that third
yes.
level. That third level felt like it should have been level 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
To be
Jesus
quite honest,
Christ.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're
level
100%.
Honestly, throw level 3 at level 1 and then push the other 2 forward. That should have been this game.
Yeah.
Level 1 should have been level 2. Level 2 should have been level 3, and that was it.
Yep.
But goddamn, dude, let's dive right into it.
It's crazy. It's a short game. It's only 3 levels, and it still feels like it's too long.
Well, that's what's so weird. It's like this was
it's such a
this was
conundrum.
2.5 hours, and it felt longer.
Yes, it did. It felt like it was like we were playing for like 4 hours.
Yes,
At least.
because it's one of those again where your
Level
deaths are
2
so quick.
That, but level 2 just kept going on and on and on.
Yeah.
It was just so annoying.
Yeah, level 2 felt like it took forever.
But all right,
Yep.
I guess we get into it. So what do you think the game should be for difficulty, or what was your impression of it?
So there's no 1-ups. You start with 5 lives, and then every subsequent continue gives you 3 for some
So
reason.
technically, you get 11 lives.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you get 11
And that
lives
is
total.
it.
And,
Yep.
to
And
beat
that
this
is it.
game. Sloppy controls aside, this game is very reminiscent to, and I think we've said it, to Battletoads. You have a health bar, but what's the point of a health bar when everything is an instant kill? Mm-hmm. So many things are just flat out deaths. The shocking platforms, the explosive nuns.
I still couldn't make heads or tails of, like, there were certain things that sounded like I was taking damage, and then I would hit start, I wasn't taking damage, and then there's things where it's like it's almost like it is it's like it combines the damage. Like if you get hit like 3 times in a row, it automatically like you lose like 6 hearts.
Well, or the other thing, it was almost like it was tallying the damage without actually letting you know you were taking damage.
Yeah.
Like you had the hearts and it was counting them off, but not taking the image away.
Well, and this game was stupid too in the fact that your life bar is in the pause menu. We played
you
another
have to
game.
pause. You have to pause it every time just to see where your life's at. Was that
We played another game that was like that.
It wasn't an RPG. Was it Faria?
No.
Or was it?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought
We
it was.
played something where your health bar was in the start menu, and we were trying to figure out what it was.
Or maybe it was Wizards and Warriors.
Maybe.
We were playing that off camera just to see what it was. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I think it
Yes,
was Wizards and
yes, it
Warriors.
was.
yeah, the one I was jumping around the trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had
You're
to
right.
hit start every time to look at your life bar, which is just so stupid. And they had enough space on that screen. You could have displayed a life bar.
You could have
Yeah.
hearts in the upper left corner.
Exactly.
Like it's
It's
never
another
good.
one of those things where why?
Yeah.
Like it's such
Immersion.
a
No reason for it.
Ass.
Yeah, I don't think they were thinking about that back then.
No.
No, but some of the cheap deaths aside, the sloppy programming, the sloppy controls. Honestly, I don't think this game is really that difficult. It's very procedural.
Yeah.
It's very run, stop, run, stop, chuck a ball. Like it's very by the book. Do this at this time and go. Like
Yeah.
so like once you know what's coming, it's kind of easy to just go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so in that sense, like, I'm leaning.
Say what you're thinking, because I think I'm actually, I might be in the same boat as you.
I'm between a 3 and a 4.
I was almost thinking that 3 too. I don't know if I would give it all the way down to a 3. When I first started playing this, and especially when I got the game over on the second level, I was ready to just go balls out and say, this game's a 7. This is a tough game. The longer I was playing it, the more simplistic I realized it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the deaths that I was facing were nothing more than, if you are hasty, you're going to die really fast.
Yeah.
If you are procedural and slow, thinking about your jumps, thinking about what is coming around every corner, this game is super easy, actually. Yeah. So I would say
not well put together.
It's just terribly put together.
Yeah.
I would be happy calling it that 4, because I think that it's below middle of the road, but I can't say that it would be as easy as a 3. If you're picking this up for the first time, it's not a 3.
No.
There is a learning curve, but after the first time you play through it, you're going to be used to it, and then it becomes easier and easier.
But then add in stuff like the bomb person was able to bounce you until it literally just killed you.
Well, yeah.
So stuff like that, like...
So it does make it difficult. It does make it difficult in that sense.
Yeah, I'm actually... I think, yeah,
I can't go as low as
inconsistent
3,
hits to kill things.
I would think a 3, but then certain situations put it at that 4.
Yeah.
Is where I'm
well, and you
I'm
think
going.
of some of the platforming in, like, level 2, where there's the springs. As you have to go zigzag back and forth, and if you accidentally hit one of those springs, you're going up.
Yeah.
And they purposely knew, like, oh, no. You're not just dropping in between the bookcases. Like, no, we got you covered there. You go all the way back and then make your way through.
Which I have to say, I did...
I mean, it's clever. It's clever.
Yeah, that's clever, and I did like the dropping of the cage.
That I really liked.
That was interesting.
Yes.
Because they could have just flat out killed you and said, well, that's that.
And at first, I kept looking at the start bar, or at start looking like, okay, it's making that sound like I'm taking damage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm not taking enough like hits at a time for it to actually compound to take life away from me.
Mm-hmm. But it's, honestly, I think 4 is probably pretty solid. That's a good thing for that, because like you said, it's very, very procedural, and it's very, very, it teaches you patience.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at it, there's really, you have one form of attack, which is the balls and the punch.
So
well,
that's
you
it.
really,
the baseball and then the punch.
Which really, the punch is not, you need it. Like I said, this game is very odd in the fact that the levels seem out of order. But I suppose it has to follow the movie. But I don't know. But yes, I'm comfortable with that 4. Actually, I think that's a good score for it. So, what would you give it for fun?
So, I would give it 4. You would give it a what?
I'd go 4 for fun.
So
really,
I would actually give it. And this is strictly based. This is strictly based on. I really want to watch the Hudson Hawk movie now, because I think that this may have been a pretty close interpretation of the movie. Like they actually played it. It was very true to its form. But that aside, there is so much wrong with this game. The controls, the platforming. Like I say, when you have a platforming game, you have to, before anything else, you have to have tight platforming controls. They cannot be flighty. They cannot be they can't be problematic. You have to have tight controls. This game did not.
No. Ocean was never good at their programming.
With that being said, I would give this game a 3.
Okay.
And strictly based on, we played a movie tie-in game that was actually pretty close to its source material.
I think this would have been closer to a 3 had there been something more than text between the levels. Show me a cutscene.
Or just images.
Even a still image.
Pull Batman.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, pull Batman. They did still images, and people absolutely love the Batman the movie game.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's all you need.
They could have done anything. I mean, they could have done a really good likeness of Bruce Willis in it. You know what I mean? And explain the exposition between it. They could. I think that would have given it a 3. But to me, it feels more of a 2, only because it probably is pretty close to the source material. I don't know much about Hudson Hawk. I've never watched it, but
Keep going. Try to convince me of that too. Then what else would you detract?
I mean, it's 91. The game is ugly.
This was 1991.
It's 91.
Oh shoot!
It's an ugly. I think the graphics are horrid.
Yeah, no, they're bad.
We had a hard time deciphering platforms sometimes.
Yep. It definitely fell into the into the same camp as Terminator.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these enemies we didn't really even know what they were.
Yeah.
Because they were just so poorly designed. Like, it just, the graphics were ugly. He controlled, like, absolute ass. Like you said, if it's a platformer at heart, but you don't have crisp platforming elements, that's automatically a strike for us. You know what I mean? And it always is.
You gave me the 4 for difficulty. I'll give you the 2. I'll give you the 2 for fun. I did not actually have a really good time playing this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry. It was.
The sad part is, if this game had like controls that were as crisp as say like Mario 3, it wouldn't be bad.
No, and in fact, the chibi Bruce Willis reminded me of. I don't know if you've ever seen gameplay of Super Back to the Future.
Yes.
For the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that never came out here. It reminded me of that. And people absolutely loved Super Back to the Future. I really think that this could have been like this console's like our version of Super Back to the Future.
I just wish you would have had the coat and the hat in the game.
Didn't Terminator 2 kind of have graphics like this? Where he's like the little sprite?
I honestly don't remember.
I'll double check.
I'm pretty sure
Die Hard had like
that was top down.
Yeah, that was top down though.
And that looks really good. I mean, they had really good likenesses in Die Hard.
Yes, they did.
But then again, Die Hard is in a league all of its own. That is,
to me, that game is in the top 10. That game is incredible.
I would say top 3 of all movie licensed games.
Oh, 100%.
If not the top, because 100%. It was so fucking faithful.
So true to the movie.
Yeah, it's basically the benchmark on which we rate most of these games. Yeah. That's T2? Okay, maybe it's not the chibi
you
one
might
I'm
be.
thinking
Yeah,
of.
you
I
might be thinking something else.
Yeah,
maybe
but
Total Recall.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely not. But I would give this game a 2. It's just it wasn't really fun to play. Once you play through it, it's ironic because once you play through it and you know what to expect, it becomes easier. But you literally have no reason to go through and play it ever again.
It's not fun like a Jaws, where even though there's nothing to it, it's just stupid, mindless shooting.
No, it's definitely not mindless. You have to think while you're actually like, so that you can actually pinpoint and do, like play through it.
But Jaws is actually enjoyable. Like this,
I like it because it's my guilty pleasure.
This is a slog to play.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, it is. Because it's one of those too where your frustration compounds, where it becomes frustrating, and you could see it in Paul's gameplay. When he got frustrated, all of a sudden he's flopping jumps, he's flopping balls, he's just straight up Magikarp flopping. So yes,
splashing,
just splashing. So that is a 4 for difficulty, a 2 for fun. Paul, what did you pay for Hudson Hawk?
So for Hudson Hawk, this was one of those early games that I did pick up at GameStop when they were still selling them. So I paid anywhere between, I don't recall the exact, but I paid between 99 cents and I would say probably $1.99 for this game.
All right. Well, as of this video on pricecharting.com, Hudson Hawk goes for $16.97. Paul, would you say that is worth it?
No, it's not worth $17. No, absolutely not. Not in any definition of the word. No.
Again, if it's... we've never seen the movie. But if it's close to the movie, maybe
try it out, but to be quite honest, you're not missing anything.
No. This is another one of those games where I don't think many people even knew it existed.
Probably not.
It was like a Jackie Chan's action kung fu.
It just kind of came and went, and
Yeah.
there was no budget for marketing it,
Or
so people just didn't really care.
Frankenstein, I think was a sleeper that we actually kind of enjoyed.
Frankenstein I did like.
Yeah, so I mean, this is 17 is not worth it. There's
No.
better game. Guardian Legend again.
Yeah.
$15.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's still, it was when we recorded.
Super Mario Brothers 3, you're looking at $15.
Yeah.
I mean,
even if it's 20,
yeah.
it's still much more.
Uh-huh.
But that's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
I would say that's not worth it. There's not enough here. I don't think you would get enough enjoyment out of it to warrant paying $5 for it.
No. And it's common. This game is pretty common. I don't know if it's necessarily like still common. But it by no means was it ever hard to find.
No. Maybe it's just because I've never looked for it.
Oh, why would you look for it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like maybe it wasn't uncommon, but again, it's another one. Why would you even look?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, no reason to look.
no. So that'll do it for this. Thank you for the recommendation to play it.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
another fun Ocean Sony Imagesoft debacle in the bank. God damn it.
Yeah, but it's done.
So you can always go to powertripgaming.tv.
Wow,
It brings you right here with us.
almost.
Right on the couch. Where you can watch us flub our way through these other movie
Yes.
licensed games.
You can also listen to our listen. You can also listen to our podcast. Go to iTunes or Spotify. You get to listen to the PTG Powercast, where we talk about anything and everything. If it deals with pop culture, comic books, video games, fun stuff like that, we'll talk about it. If you don't want to send us a message through social media, not a big deal. You can send us an email at nespowertrip@gmail.com, and we will happily read each one of your comments, your suggestions, your recommendations, anything you want us to talk about, we will definitely talk about. We would love to hear if you had experiences with Hudson Hawk. I know there's at least one of you out there. So if you did have a good time with Hudson Hawk, let us know what you found enjoyable about this game. Because I could still be convinced that there might be something to redeem about this game. But as of right now, no.
No.
Now I want to see the Game Boy one.
Yeah.
Well, the Game Boy one is like $27. Yeah.
Well, next time on Power Trip,
Maybe we'll play it.
well, at least play something better.
Yeah, we will play something better.
Boom,
I
baby.
can't.